On 2nd December 2020, Singapore became the first country to give approval to sell lab-grown meat commercially, after which recently in June 2023, the US also gave approval to sell lab-grown meat commercially. So in this video, we will see what lab-grown meat is, how it is made, and why it is better than traditional meat. The idea of a lab-grown meat was first given by Winston Churchill in one of his essays in 1931. After that, in 1950, Dutch scientist William van Allen started studying lab-grown meat, but he was unsuccessful in making lab-grown meat. After that, in 1971, Russell Ross created guinea pig aorta for the first time in the lab through in vitro cultivation. Later, in 2001, NASA thought of making meat in space using this concept, for which he made goldfish tissue and turkey cells in the lab with the help of Touro College. In 2013, Dr. Mark created the first beef burger patty, which was made in about 2 years with the help of 20,000 muscle tissue strands. It took $300,000 to make this beef patty. It was broadcasted live on television. Currently, there are more than 30 startups which are working on lab-grown meat, like Memphis Meat, Just, and Future Meat, etc., whose aim is to make lab-grown meat cost-effective, so that we can replace traditional meat. But how is lab-grown meat made? First of all, we select animals whose meat we want to produce in the lab. Then we select the body part of the animal which we want to grow in the lab. From there, we take stem cells or muscle cells with the help of biopsy. After this, we put it in a bioreactor in which we put amino acid, sugar, lipid, vitamin and mineral in the liquid form, which supplies nutrients to cell. Now the cell starts multiplying with the help of these nutrients, after which it starts arranging like a muscle. After this, we trigger the cell and develop the cell into fat and connective tissue. Now, we align these muscles tissues with the help of mechanical and electrical simulation and shape them like traditional meat. Apart from this, we can also make meat through 3D printing. Even for 3D printing, the cells are first grown in bioreactor, after which we made bioink, in which we use collagen, which is like a gel, which works like a base, in which we prepare a bioink by mixing the extracted cells. Now, with the help of 3D printing, we shape the meat into different parts layer by layer. After this, we leave the meat cells to grow into muscle, fat and connective tissue. But why is lab-grown meat better than traditional meat? Reduce environmental impact. Animals release ammonia, nitrogen, methane, etc., greenhouse gases, which is responsible for about 15% global greenhouse gases. And if we grow meat in the lab, so we can control the animal population. Animal welfare. With the help of lab-grown meat, we can stop killing many animals. Food security. With the help of lab-grown meat, we can produce a large amount of meat in less land, which can provide a cost-effective, protein-rich diet to our increasing population. Reduce disease. Lab-grown meat will help in eliminating diseases caused by animals. Not only this, we still give chemicals to animals, which is increasing antibiotic resistance in human. But lab-grown meat can solve this also. But before replacing it with the traditional meat, we will have to solve some challenges. High production cost. Currently, it costs around $63 to $158 to make 1 kg lab-grown meat, which is much higher than traditional meat. But many experts say this. By 2030, we can bring the cost of lab-grown meat to $10, but still its cost is double of traditional meat. Taste and texture. We have done a lot of work on lab-grown meat in the last decade, which has helped us to make this blend meat tender and flavorful. But there is still some improvement left in the lab-grown meat. Not only this, traditional meat contains bone, but there is no bone in lab-grown meat, because of which we cannot use it in all dishes. Support the mission of making our scientific knowledge accessible to everyone by sharing this video like the video and subscribe to this channel. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.